Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. It's the day after we qualified for the Champions League and I'm still buzzing. It's great. We've got a cup final to look forward to. We've got the crazy comeback, right? That's going to take place in Munich, right? We maybe getting a bit too carried away here, but you know, let's just try and be positive about this one because we've got literally nothing to lose. So why not just throw everything on the line, be as positive as hell? Maybe the players will get even more amped for it and we might perform a miracle. Who knows? Anyway, I hope I don't sound too crazy. Before we get into the video, I've got one little thing that I do want to tell you guys. Thank you all so much. We have hit 10k in a week. It's unreal. I started this channel 7 days ago. And the support and love and engagement you guys have brought forward to this channel has just been mind-blowing. I honestly want to say thank you all so much. I appreciate it. It's just the beginning. There's much more to come and I'm looking forward to seeing where we can take this. So let's go. For this video, as I've said, as always, let's try and get to 5,000 likes. If you hit that like button, it does help me a lot and I do appreciate it. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I've uploaded and hit the subscribe button if you are new. Let's get into the news. So what's new today? Loads of things. I woke up this morning, nothing had happened. Now it's currently 4 p.m. and loads has happened. So you know, it's never a quiet day at the office at Chelsea. So let's go through it. First and foremost, I want to start off with Havertz. Now, I did a video a few days ago explaining my thoughts on Havertz and how his style and his attributes are going to help the Chelsea team. There was nothing really official in terms of is a deal happening. There was loads of whispers, loads of rumours, and you know when you see that many stories going around where you just begin to go, yeah, there has to be some substance to this. That's pretty much what the overall thought process was. But now we have the main man. When Fabrizio Romano, Mr. Let's Go, comes out, right, here we go. You gotta listen. So here it is. Fabrizio Romano earlier on today said, official talk started between Chelsea and Bayer Leverkusen for Havertz. Chelsea want to complete the deal soon but would pay €80 million fee, only including add-ons. Talks on to find an agreement. Personal terms agreed weeks ago. Kai is waiting. Now we kind of knew half of that. We knew that an agreement was done with the player. We know that he's waiting. We know that he's pushing for a move. That all came out weeks ago. We know this. But we were never told when actual talks between the clubs were going to start and how much. What's the fee? You know, now we have a good indication. When Fabrizio Romano says something, you listen. And most importantly, when he says something, it's more than likely 99.9% true, because if it's not true, he doesn't say it. That's how reliable he is, and I respect his work as a journalist. He is just absolutely fantastic. The creme de la creme. So when he talks, you listen. That is really encouraging. I'm quite confident Havertz will be a Chelsea player. Chelsea will not let this go. They will agree a fee. The player wants it. He's waiting. Personal terms agreed. There's nothing stopping this deal except a fee. And Bayer Leverkusen are willing to let him go. They're probably forced to let him go. And Chelsea, I think, will get a good fee. €80 million is actually really good business considering the fees that were mentioned over the last couple of weeks. We were hearing £80 million, £90 million, you know, not euros. When you turn the euro and you convert that into pound, you're looking at around £70 million. That's a very good deal. So I would snap your fingers off for that. Great deal, great piece of business. Can't wait for Kai Havertz to be edition number 3. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed it's going to go well. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, Willian, there's news. Now, yesterday we heard that Pedro had played his last game. He is leaving the club and we all wish him well. He's going off to Roma. Good luck to him. I hope he smashes it over there. I'm sure he can. But Willian, we've been waiting for something to happen with Willian. We know there's been talks in terms of a contract, and Willian himself has come out publicly and said that he wants 3 years. Chelsea have offered him 2 years, and that's it. That's the block. There's no agreement. So Willian is looking to leave. It's clear he wants to stay, but he wants 3 years. He just wants 3 years. And if it's any less, he's going. Apparently, now this comes from Sky Sports. Disclaimer. Yeah, I have to put this as a disclaimer because if this was 5 years ago, I would be telling you guys, Sky Sports, flipping hell, yes, take it, it's true. Nowadays, when Sky Sports say something, They've turned a bit tabloid. Let's just say that they've turned a bit tabloid, where most of the things they say now doesn't come true. So it's weird what's going on at Sky Sports. They used to be so reliable. Sky, what happened? Come on, fix up, get yourself some new journalists and start, doing some good work again, lads. Come on. But anyway, they came out earlier on today and said that the Willian deal is back on. There's been a breakthrough. It looks like Chelsea are now favourites to keep him rather than him going to Arsenal or to Tottenham. This is weird. The player is not budging. Willian will not accept 2 years. Chelsea have to go, you know what? We've offered 2. He doesn't want it. Let's just offer him 3. But we shouldn't really do that unless... Now here's the unless, and here's the point where I might be able to understand where a breakthrough has come from. If Chelsea are looking to generate fees, if Chelsea are looking to generate some money, it wouldn't be a bad idea to sign Willian to a contract of 3 years, which boosts his value a little bit further. So when a club does come in for him, they're going to have to buy him. They're going to have to buy him for a good, considerable amount of money. Considering his form and how he's been playing, which has been really good, I'm expecting maybe that could be the reason. That's just my guess, though. Don't take my word for it. I'm just giving you my little analysis. But we don't really need to sell him. We've had opportunities to sell him in the past and we chose not to. So now he's coming to the end of his contract. Just let him go. We've got Ziyech coming in. We've got Hudson-Odoi. He needs playing time. He deserves playing time. You look at the other side and we've got Pulisic. There's going to be some rotation. We've got Mason Mount that can fill in on the side. We've got Havertz coming in that can possibly play on the side. Even Timo Werner can play on the side when, I discussed this with Louis and I also discussed this with Worldwide Chelsea. It looks like he's going to be playing up front. He's going to be a striker, not a winger. But he can play there. If he's needed, he can play there. So we have enough options. We don't necessarily need to keep Willian. It's just, I think, going to stagnate any other player that should be playing, like Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech is going to be the main man. Is Willian going to be happy sitting on the bench while Ziyech is the main man? I don't think so. Again, we just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm not so sure on this news from Sky Sports. I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt. I think Willian's done fantastic this season. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, we've given him some slack in the past. I think Willian's been top draw this season. I think, especially since the restart, he's been brilliant. So, am I gutted if he stays? Absolutely not. I'm just worried about other players like Hudson-Odoi and, I don't want anyone else now stagnating development when they are at a place where they need to be playing now. Even if it's rotation, but they need to be playing. Willian just sitting there doing nothing doesn't help anyone. So, that's my thoughts on Willian. Take it with a pinch of salt. The Guardian, if I'm not mistaken, and some other sources are saying that, no, there is no breakthrough. He's going to Arsenal. That I can understand, because Arsenal seems to be the retirement ground of Chelsea players, so, it is what it is. And his buddy, his restaurant co-owner, David Luiz, is over there, so that kind of makes sense. But we'll see what happens anyway. If he stays, he stays. If he goes, he goes. So I'm not fussed either way. Timo Werner trained for the first time. If you noticed yesterday, he was at Stamford Bridge and he was laughing while Giroud scored the goal that he scored, which was nice to see. No contempt there. No oh my God, I don't want him scoring. I want to be the main man. No, none of that. Timo Werner, great attitude, having a little giggle. Anyway, today was his first day at Cobham and he was training for the first time. Looking like he's getting into gear, and I'm excited to see what he's going to produce at Chelsea. I know we've got ourselves a top man here, guys. We've got ourselves a top striker. I cannot wait next season, especially with Champions League football. Just bring it on. I'm excited. I'm excited for next season. I think we're going to have a team that's better than this season and that's going to be able to compete with the big boys and start competing for titles. Let's wait and see where it all goes, but I'm pumped and I think Timo Werner is going to be an essential part of that. So let's see how well he does. He's got the off-season to train, to get himself familiar, and once the new season starts, hit the ground running, Timo. Hit the ground running. Cannot wait. We did a video a few days ago about our goalkeeping situation. Oblak, Onana, and I mentioned a couple of others. Then I ran a poll on Twitter and asked you guys, out of the 4, aside from Oblak, who would you take? We've discussed goalkeepers at length. Today it's come out that it's looking very, 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 very unlikely Oblak is now going to happen. Apparently, Atletico Madrid want to keep the player. His release clause is just too much. It's just, I did say it would be very difficult to pull off. We would need a miracle to pull it off. Can we do it? Yes, but it's too hard. Especially if we're spending money on Havertz, the money we've already spent. We would have to somehow convince Atletico to get Kepa. And by the way Kepa's been playing, I don't think they're going to be very tempted. So it's going to be very difficult. And the fact that they do want to keep Oblak anyway, aside from his massive mega release clause, it's too hard. So as much as we want him, you have to look elsewhere. Now, what's being said, and this is from Fabrizio Romano and from others as well, Onana is one of our main targets of Ajax. So we've discussed him already, and I think he'd be a welcome addition, a very welcome addition. Don't forget, he's still young, not as young as Kepa, but he's young, and we've discussed the attributes that he has that he can bring to Chelsea, and some of the things that he does, which I find is better than Kepa. I think it'd be a welcome addition. For the fee especially, it's a very good buy, considering he is Ajax's first man, Ajax's main goalkeeper, for a fee of around 30 million. It's peanuts. It is peanuts. Again, considering his age, Cameroon international, what he can offer, and hopefully his development kicks in and he becomes an even better goalkeeper, it would be great value for money if that happens. So I can understand why he's top of Chelsea's list. Who else is on the list? Not so sure. Don't get carried away though. Do not get carried away. I've seen you guys start mentioning, for example, Dean Henderson. That's not going to happen. United are not going to sell us Dean Henderson. We have to be a bit realistic, Nick Pope, it would be a possibility. Maybe Ben Foster could be a possibility. Someone from a team lower down. But I think Onana right now seems like the main target and the best target out of all the rest. So Oblak, unfortunately, doesn't look like it's happening. Should we go Onana? Let me know in the comments. Whilst we stay in the goalkeeper territory, it's come out from Matt Law of The Telegraph, very well-connected journalist with Chelsea Football Club. He's come out and said that Kepa's future will be discussed after the FA Cup final. That's going to be very interesting. And the way that sounds, it doesn't look like Frank Lampard is sold on him. And I think we could be seeing Kepa leaving the club, whether it's being sold or whether it's a loan. I do think there's a good chance it could be a loan, simply for the fact that we did pay 70 million, signed him to a 7-year contract. It's a big investment to all of a sudden just end that and try and flog him for what will be less. We would lose money, I think, even though money's not really a factor at Chelsea at the moment, clearly. But you have to take these things into consideration. What if Kepa did leave and then he blew up? It's happened. It's happened with other players we've let go in the past and then they've become immense. You never know. So Chelsea, I'm sure, will be learning lessons from the past, and they might consider to just loan him out, let him get better, and then if we do bring him back, we bring him back. If not, we can sell him down the line. But we'll see what happens after the cup final. We can't make any assumptions. Maybe he's just going to have a discussion with Lamps, and Lamps is going to give him one more big chance. Who knows? Maybe we won't get a goalkeeper. Who knows? We'll wait and see after the cup final. But now, the attention is on the cup final. Let's beat Arsenal. Let's smash them to bits at Wembley. Let's get Frank Lampard his first piece of silverware as Chelsea manager to go alongside all the silverware that he has when he won as a player. It's going to be really interesting, lads. It's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I've uploaded. Again, 5,000 likes. Let's try and hit that. Hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. And I will see all of you really soon for another video. And in the run-up to Arsenal, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's beat Arsenal. I'm pumped. Let's do it. Come on, lads. Anyway, I'll see you really soon. Thank you all so much. Take care. Look after yourselves. And peace.